For this month in Schoolinks, we're going to be doing some work in the Career Center. To get to the Career Center, you'll look on the left-hand menu. When you click on the word Careers, you'll see a submenu come up and just click on Career Center. The Career Center has several really cool features, and we're going to ask that students do a couple of things in there to kind of prove they've looked around. It leads to some really great conversations. So when we did this in our advisory class, we had a lot of conversations about which jobs looked cool and which jobs didn't. The first thing a student will start with is they'll kind of search for a particular career. So if maybe I want to be a veterinarian, I would start typing there. We're going to say that I chose to research what a vet tech does. When I click on that title, you'll notice that there's a general overview page, and I would encourage you to have your students watch the videos that are there, read through the descriptions of what that job does in terms of duties, and then look at how that job compares in terms of job growth to other similar jobs. There's actually quite a lot of information, even just up here in the top. It talks about, is that job growing in terms of demand, what the median salary would be, and what education is needed. So that's kind of a cool feature. Off to the left, you'll see that there's an entire education and training section that talks about not just the qualities and skills that the student would need, but what degrees they would need. You actually can click on this arrow to the right-hand side and see places that offer that particular degree. So sometimes that can turn into a pretty cool school search for that career as well. There's a career question and answer session or location. These are actually questions that students have asked before. You can ask questions at the top. I would encourage students to ask real and serious questions, not to waste the professional's time. And then it's also cool to look at the career outlook. The career outlook gives you some information compared to other jobs, but also some average careers and how they change across the United States. This provides a great opportunity for you to talk about living expenses in locations compared to what the salary is. There's almost always a correlation between the higher salaries and the cost to live there. As you go down below, you can look at salary in the top map, but job opportunity in the next map, so where do we need them? And then there's a similar careers section at the bottom that covers, like, maybe you don't actually want to be a vet tech, or they don't make enough money, or they make, something is wrong. These are going to be similar careers that a student may want to search for. Now, in terms of an assignment, what we would like for you to do is have each student spend enough time looking around and discussing in there that they actually can add some of them to favorites. So over here on the left, there are a couple career actions to pay attention to. The first is the Add to Favorites button. If I really think, yeah, I maybe want to be a vet tech, I click that button and it says then favorited. Maybe I say, oh, I had in there lawyer, but really now I want to be a vet tech after doing this research. I can actually set it as my career goal, and then that will change that piece up here in my profile where my name is. And there's also a button for related opportunities. My hope is that each student will spend enough time in here to favorite 4 different careers. And that's done in the very beginning page of the Career Center by those links there up at the top. If you click on the one that says favorites, you can see that those are these are the careers that I've spent the time looking at. So there are 3 here. We're going to try to make sure that every student has researched 4 careers pretty thoroughly, spending at least 5-10 minutes with that in that area. The cool thing on the back side of this program is if those are accurate, that actually tells us what our major interests are for our students, so that we can work to then bring in some guest speakers and make sure we're offering classes that help them reach those careers. Thanks.